Dear students, today we are going to look at fungi. Okay, fungi is one of the kingdoms we have in classification of living things. Okay, in classification of living things, we have five different kingdoms. The first one is Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Animalia, and Kingdom Plantae. Okay, so fungi is a kingdom that has its own characteristics. Okay, these characteristics of fungi, some of the characteristics are seen in plants, some of the characteristics are seen in animal. So now let's look at characteristics of fungi. Number one, they are non-green plants. Okay, fungi is a non-green plant, means that fungi have no chlorophyll. Okay, means that fungi have no chloroplast. Hence, there is no chlorophyll. Okay, fungi are non-green plants, meaning that there is no chloroplast in fungi, there is no chlorophyll, and because of that, fungi cannot undergo photosynthesis. That means fungi cannot carry out photosynthesis. Okay, that also means that fungi now obtain their food heterotrophically. Okay, it undergoes heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, which means they depend on already made food by other organisms. Okay, so fungi now feed saprophytically. Fungi are known as saprophytes. That means they carry out saprophytism. They carry out saprophytism. Saprophytism is a type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. I'm going to discuss that when we are going to look at food nutrition as a topic. Then, fungi generally are multicellular. Fungi are multicellular except one, and that is yeast. Yeast is the only unicellular fungi. Okay, look at it here. Yeast. That is the only yeast is the only unicellular fungi. Okay, now they reproduce by means of spores. Fungi have spores. Okay, that means the type of reproduction fungi carry out is asexual reproduction, and that is known as spore formation. Okay, they reproduce by spore formation, which is known as sporulation. This is a type of reproduction seen in fungi. Fungi stores carbohydrates as glycogen and not starch. They store carbohydrates as glycogen and not starch. Okay, all plants store their excess carbohydrates in form of starch or cellulose. Okay, fungi behave as plants because it has cell wall. Okay, that's why it's regarded more as plants. But fungi store their excess carbohydrates as glycogen, which is one of the features seen in animal. So fungi store their excess carbohydrates in form of glycogen and not starch. Starch is typically absent in fungi. Okay, the next characteristics is the cell wall is made up of chitin and not cellulose. Fungi store their excess glucose in form of glycogen, not in form of starch or cellulose as seen in other plants. And because of that reason, the cellulose is absent in the cell wall. Okay, Then, in the cell wall of fungi, we have this type of polysaccharide known as chitin. Okay, so fungi possess chitinous cell wall and not cellulose cell wall because cellulose and starch are typically absent in the cell wall of fungi. Okay, examples of fungi are yeast. Yeast is the only unicellular fungi. Others are multicellular. Multicellular fungi are mucor, penicillium, rhizopus, mushroom, slip mold, Amanita muscaria. Amanita muscaria is known as a poisonous fungi. Some textbooks describe it as a poisonous mushroom. Okay, now these are the two typical diagram of fungi. We have bread mold and we have mushroom. Now let's look at the structures and their functions. Okay, here we have the spores, which is used for spore formation. These spores are enclosed by a coat-like structure known as sporangia. Okay, the spores in the fungi is also known as sporangiospore. You can call these spores sporangiospore. You can call it sporangiospore, the spores inside the sporangia. Okay, now the stem-like structure that holds the sporangia up above is known as sporangiophore. This stem part of the bread mold is known as sporangiophore. Okay, then we have the stolon, the structure that connects the two together is known as the stolon. Okay, here is the mushroom. Let's look at the typical diagram of the mushroom. The umbrella-like shaped structure we have above is the pilus. Pilus is the umbrella-like structure. We have the gills underneath the pilus. Then we have annulus. This diagram is very important for exams. This is known as annulus. Then the stem of fungi is known as stipe. Okay, the root is hypha. Then group of hypha collectively are known as mycelium. Okay, so this is mushroom and is edible. Okay, you can use it to cook food. Bread mold, this is the diagram of bread mold and their structure, and that is mushroom. So this is all we have for you today on fungi. Thank you and God bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you and God bless you.